My name is Michelle Jones. I work for RBW Consulting. We are a life sciences recruitment agency. We are a global organisation who were established 17 years ago. I work in the learning and development department, looking after all things training and employee development. One of the big challenges that we have been facing in recent times is a lack of data quality. So my role in L&D means that I'm on the cold face with consultants on a daily basis, and so pick up all of the frustrations that they face, from things like duplicate records on the system to incorrect fields and a whole world of things. And as data is now something that is becoming a hot topic with the introduction of things like AI and being able to automate more things to make a recruitment consultant's job easier, we decided that it was time for us to look at investing in data tools to try and make everyone's jobs more efficient. So the way that we typically managed our data was, we didn't actually, if I was really honest. I think that the process would be very manual. So we would notice that a consultant would say, hey, I've picked up this duplication, can you manually merge this? And so the process was really, really manual and really laborious. And we had been receiving some notes and some updates from Kyloe with a weekly newsletter. So actually there was a point where the newsletter hit my inbox at a really prevalent time where we were like, let's investigate what this does. Actually, in reality, when we did that investigation, we realised we really should have invested in the tool much, much earlier than we did, because it's been a bit of a godsend.
So I'm Dominic Mitchell. I'm the head of global ops here at RBW Consulting, and I sort of oversee the database, all things CRM, data analytics, everything in that space. Improving our data quality has significantly impacted what we're able to do. By no means at the end of the journey. We're still very much on it, but we are increasingly able to trust our data, both back office where I sit, but also consultants as well can start to have a lot more confidence in what they're finding when they go searching on the CRM. It's allowing us to implement increasing amounts of automation, because we know that the right profiles are going to be surfaced by that automation or changed by that automation. And we're not going to be suffering from running into duplicates that mean that people are getting multiple outreaches in different directions from people. It's just really increasing efficiency. It's so really nicely laying a strong foundation for then bringing in AI when the time makes sense to do that. I think there's a lot of questions around AI at the moment, and shouldn't you? Well, you definitely shouldn't till your data's in the right spot, and we're really working towards that as quick as we can. So improved data quality and the efficiencies brought with that through being able to deploy increasing amounts of automation has really just meant that we're able to react and respond quicker to client requests. We can turn around a vacancy much faster. All the data that we've got in our CRM is becoming increasingly accessible. It's stopping consultants having to go back out to LinkedIn to sort of start a search again from scratch, driven by the fact that they now sort of trust what's in the CRM. We're not there. We're not perfect. LinkedIn's still obviously a massive resource, but we're gradually starting to see an increase in placements that are being generated direct from the CRM as we're adopting a sort of a database first approach to desks in a far more reliable fashion. I predominantly use the DataRules part of the product at the moment. I think that's by far and away the most powerful piece for our use case. We're using it for all sorts. We're using it to sort of automatically close down old jobs that are just left cluttering up the system. We're big users of the opportunities functionality in Bullhorn. We use DataRules to reassign those opportunities if they're sitting dormant and unchased by consultants. So they'll go to a specific BD function to follow up if they're not being used. But ultimately, if they sit dormant for too long, they're getting closed down as well. So we're just keeping a constant conveyor belt of business development activity moving through the system, and it stays nice and clean because of DataRules being able to shut those things down. That was another main reason for jumping on to getting DataTools, was it allowed us to automate every entity within Bullhorn, something that Bullhorn Automation just isn't quite there yet. The two products complement each other really, really well, filling each other's gaps. for example, with email addresses. So we'll use automation, Bullhorn Automation, that is, to send out marketing to entities on the database, forget those bounce backs. Before we had data rules, all we're able to do is add a note saying this email address bounced. There's no way to delete that data from your system. With DataRules, we now have that passes through into a separate tear sheet, and then DataRules is able to just delete that out-of-date email address. So again, we know that email addresses increasingly on the system are correct and accurate, rather than being a bit of a guess. Is this still a valid email address? In terms of quick wins, the first thing we got to work on really was tidying up those jobs, tidying up those opportunities that were just growing in number or cluttering up. You can ask consultants till the cows come home to shut down their out-of-date jobs, but for whatever reason, it just never features at the top of their to-do list. So just being able to strip all of that back and be able to sit there and look at the database and go, right, we have got these live jobs on, and we know that they're live. They've had regular CV submissions to them, they've had interviews booked, etc. We can then start trusting live jobs versus dead jobs, and the same goes for opportunities. It's allowed us to really streamline our business development approach, which has been really key over the last 2 pretty tricky years for BD activity. I would definitely recommend getting Kyloe DataTools, even if you think you're on top of your data. There's a well-trodden saying at the moment that you can have automation without AI, but you can't have AI without automation. And having these things in the background to tidy up your data is going to hugely accelerate your ability to deploy some pretty powerful AI into your business in the months and years to come.